تو شبیه کجا بودی؟ دختر در تاریکی کنده
منو نمیدونی
چرا دنبال منی؟
چیزی که میبینی
دزدی؟
نه
پس چی هستی؟
من بدم.
Welcome to Kermode Uncut. I want to direct your attention to a blog that you may have heard about. There's been quite a lot of media attention about it recently. It goes by the fabulous name of People Say to Women Directors and Other Women in Film. Now, as the title suggests, it's a place for people to anonymously post stories of everyday sexism in the film industry. I don't want to repeat any of those stories here because really you need to go to the blog and see them for yourself. But if you ever doubted that sexism was indeed rife in the film industry, then 10 minutes looking at this blog will convince you it is eye-watering stuff. Now, at the same time that I'm recording this blog, a news story has just broken. Over in the Cannes Film Festival, I'm not there, as you know, I like to say Cannes don't, there's been great kerfuffle because women have been turned away from red carpet screenings for the crime of not wearing high heels. Apparently, they've been refused entrance to some screenings on the grounds that they're wearing flats. I mean, this is the 21st century, people, and it's extraordinary that this kind of chauvinism should still be around. Now, it's possible to get very depressed about the state of the film industry when you start looking at figures of how few women are directors, how few women are cinematographers, and you can come to believe that the film industry is completely run by men. But here's an alternative view. If you look at the films that are out in cinemas at the moment, the ones that really impress me, my favourite film on release in the UK at the moment is Girlhood, directed by Céline Sciamma, a terrific French film about life in the Parisian banlieue. And if you haven't seen it, I would advise that you go and see it straight away. It's really, really wonderful. There's also a new movie out this week called A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, directed by Anna Lily Amirpour. It's a black and white vampire movie that crosses boundaries and crosses genres in a way which is both political and pulpy. It's a brilliant movie, really fun, but also really important and meaningful. Also out in UK cinemas at the moment, The Falling, new film by Carol Morley, of whose work I've been a huge fan for a while. I think this is a terrific piece of work. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't in my list of the top films of the year when we get to my end of the year roundup. And look back at last year, my favourite film of last year was The Babadook, written and directed by Jennifer Kent, an actress who turned writer, directed. This is a debut feature, and it's an extraordinary piece of work that William Friedkin, director of The Exorcist, said absolutely scared the hell out of him. One of my other favourite films of last year was, of course, Belle, directed by Amara Santi, who I think is a terrific filmmaker, really, really finding her own voice in cinema. So, for all the appalling stories of chauvinism, women are making extraordinary work in cinema. The way to think about it is this. If this is the kind of work that can be done in an environment as chauvinist as it clearly is now, and as I said, go to that blog if you don't believe me, imagine what we would have if you had a level playing field.